Hi, I'm Angie from Inland Professional Title, and today I'm going to talk to you about wire fraud. If you're a purchaser, what's normally going to happen is when the purchase and sale agreement is given to the escrow company, they will send you an opening letter that says, here is our information on where we're located, directions to our office. We'll send you information. It's a 3-page document on what we do as far as the closing process. And then we usually send you our wiring instructions, because when it comes time for closing, you'll either bring a cashier's check to close, or you'll arrange to have the wire go into our trust account the day prior to closing. So these wire instructions are given to you maybe 30, 45 days ahead of closing. What's sweeping the country right now is a new type of wire fraud. These hackers have figured out how the whole escrow process works. And what they're doing is they're getting into these escrow companies and they're hacking in, and they are then watching the keystrokes that a closer is making, setting up a file. And they understand a process on setting up the file, sending out the opening letters, finally getting the lender documents, doing the HUD, and then getting to a point where we're going to have money wired in, wired out. Prior to the end where the closing is actually happening, they're intercepting this and sending the purchaser an email that looks like it comes from the closer, but it's saying, we have changed our wiring instructions, and here are the wiring instructions. And it might be a day or two prior to closing, right towards the end. Well, the purchaser gets that on their email, sees that it's coming from the title company or the escrow company, and no problem. So they arrange with their bank to do this wire. And so it's a new form of wire fraud that's going out there. So what we're doing now is we're just letting purchasers know, if you get something at the end that changes the fact that you were given right in the beginning when you got your opening letter, call your closer, verify that that has happened, because we just don't need this kind of wire fraud sweeping our country like it is. Another thing is, your second choice is bringing a cashier's check to closing. And believe it or not, we are finding there are cashier's checks that are fraudulent cashier's checks also. So we're being very careful when you bring those in. We are checking them. And bear in mind, we have to get that money deposited into our account the day prior to funding in order for us to fund that. So if you have a real quick closing going on and you're coming in at 4 o'clock in the afternoon and we're not getting you done signing until about 5, there's no way we can get your cashier's check in the bank in time so we can fund it the very next day. So it could delay your closing by 1 day. Thank you for listening, and I hope this helps you have a smooth closing. Thanks. Bye.